Thank you, our chief honored guest. My brother, the Honorable Dwale, is the only one that allows me to call him Sheikh. Shahid Yaqub, Shamir Yaqub, and your dear families who are also present here, my good friends from the political landscape. I will not repeat your names, but I know you're here. Members of the Memon International Organization, good evening. Hamjambo. Asante sana. I will be very brief. First, to say that this is the first interaction I'm having formally with the IMO. I've never had it before. I may have interacted with some of you individually under different circumstances, but not within this umbrella body. So thank you for allowing me to know that there is indeed an IMO. So for a moment I started asking myself a couple of things, and I'll tell you why I was curious that I must come and understand. One, IMO. So I said, is this the International Maritime Organization? No, it's not. Is this the International Migration Organization? No, it is not. So let me understand, what is this institution? So that was one issue that generated curiosity. Then the second issue came, Vision 100. I said, hey, who are these people who are thinking 100 years ahead? We are used to Vision 2030, which is about to come to an end, because we just have, I think, what, 7 years to go or less? 5 years now. 5 years to go, and there's a team that is thinking of Vision 100. Then I said, could it be an error? Because we also want to start again, to start thinking beyond Vision 2030. And the debate is it going to be Vision 2060? So that we shall, and even debates that are coming up internally, that should we call it Vision Kenya at 100 instead of Vision 2060? So what should we call the next phase of our vision? But here is a team that is already looking at Vision 100. So I wanted to know, who are these people? What is this vision? And I've asked Yaqub there, is there something that I can also go and read after? And he said, yes, I'll read in more detail what is in this vision. So I will do so. But over and above that, our president has been talking lately, and Kenyans are having the debate, because we are talking of the Singapore dream, the Singapore target, the Singapore vision. And people are throwing jokes and saying, what is all this about? We will never become like Singapore. We will never do what? But if you are thinking of Vision 100, and you have narrated that in 1830, there's somebody who had a vision, and we are here, then it is clear, if Kenyans can conceptualize, if you can conceptualize a Vision 100, then it is possible that you can have a Singapore target and surpass that target. And if I may just take an extra minute to say something about Singapore, because my brother, when I was at the Treasury, we also had interaction with Singapore. And this was how we can make the port of Mombasa more efficient, make it a world-class port. And the government of Kenya then said that it is important for you to benchmark with the best. And one of the best operators logistically, globally, is the ports of Singapore. So I was leading a delegation to go and bring interaction with the port of Singapore. But believe you me, the people who are criticizing today about the vision of Singapore actually existed even at that time. Because there was war. That why is Kenya talking to Singaporeans to improve their port? We were supposed to even sign an MOU so that the Kenyan port of Mombasa can work with the port of Singapore on a strategy of modernization, improvement, and efficiency. Believe it or not, Kenyans chased away the Singaporeans. It's about 30 years ago. They chased away the Singaporeans and they said, we don't want this. Here we are again, over 30 years later, still saying, you don't want to work and benchmark with better standards. I am glad in this room I am addressing a community that has a different alternative, that is talking about Vision 100, a vision beyond Singapore. So we have to work towards it. We have to get together. We have to pull in ideas. We have to dream. And then we have to figure out how to make those dreams a reality. And to do that, we have to plan. I confess I've not read the detailed vision because we look at it in... But one thing that, and maybe this will be my last remark and then I can step off the podium. The one thing that we have to contend with, a new variable, a variable that cuts across all these 8 pillars here. And maybe you have addressed it in the detailed report or somehow. But the new variable is technology, artificial intelligence. I don't know how it is addressed in the Vision 100, but we have now to figure out as a society, as a community, that this new variable has become so powerful, so strong, and we must always find out how its thread can be put through all these 8 pillars in a meaningful and purposeful way so that it can actually help us become better as humanity. So finally, I just want to echo what the Honorable Duale talked to. This vision is consistent with our transformative plan, the better plan. We have a lot of synergy with what your Vision 100 is. Let me also say that in all this, peace, security, and stability is paramount. It is paramount. We have all woken up to a new year, and we are seeing extremely volatile situations globally. Very, very volatile. The global order, the world order, the principles of the rule of law, they are being dismantled from virtually every corner. There is a real threat to humanity, to society, that we must look at critically, objectively, with a lot of sober conversations, because all this would come to naught, would come to zero, if we lose sight of the whole issue of peace, security, and stability in our respective communities, our respective societies, organizations, and countries. There's need for a lot of deep reflection as we go forward. So I think I end there and say that I'm happy to be part of this, and to formally say that Vision 100 is launched for the IMO organization. And thank you for being bold and courageous to think that far. Thank you.